The entire team at Emsolation want to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people. We want to recognise that we are recording and telling our stories on the stolen land of our country's first storytellers. We wish to pay our respects to all Wurundjeri elders and ancestors, and to extend that respect to any First Nations peoples who listen to Emsolation. We recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people's continued connection to the land and waters of this country, and acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be.
Russiano.
I guess the main question I have is who
would
fucking
care?
cares?
Well, me!
And Michael Lucas.
The gayest text message I've ever received from Michael Lucas.
Can't even remember what it was.
Bitch, I've lost the keys to the electric car in the haberdashery store.
This is Emsolation.
Both of us today have released statements saying never say never. Who are we?
And I would argue more people care about mine than yours, but that's okay.
You're in Emsolation.
He's ready. I have never... This man, you text me at 6:58 this morning with content. I have to talk about Newsreader on the podcast.
Yeah, I did.
I'm happy to provide a vehicle for you to release your retaliation and retribution into the world. Somebody writes an article Michael doesn't like. Well, I'll be speaking about you on my podcast.
I said what I said.
I'm in my world of peace now.
I am. I am.
I'm my villain era.
I'm on
setting
message.
boundaries.
I am happy to provide the petty vehicle.
No.
Please, by all means.
No one even saw what I was worried about. And you adopted a very calming role.
Let's get to that because
Okay.
I think you overreacted.
I did.
Well, hello there and welcome to Emsolation. My name is Em Russiano. I'm a writer, a singer, a stand-up comedian, a maximalist power queen, a neurodivergent magic brain, and a podcaster. And together with my best friend since I was 11, award-winning screenwriter and vendetta haver, Mr. Michael Lucas. I bring you his podcast every week. Okay, so this morning I got a heinous tax bill and I text Michael. It was like 6:15 and I said, how much do you pay for your tax?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you're like, he got straight back to me. Oops. That's okay. I pay something a year.
A lot less than you.
Yes.
A lot less.
A lot less than me.
What's going on there?
I don't know. We're investigating. Anyway, and then, but straight away I got the real, he'd obviously been waiting for me to open my eyes because he launched straight into, bitch, look at this article they've written about the Newsreader. It's wrong. I believe he called the...
No. Don't.
Okay, I won't say that.
Come on.
You explain the drama that has unfolded. I will hand the mic over to you and I will then explain why I think you're a drama queen. Okay, go.
Well, the drama was that an article came out that was essentially saying Anna Torv and Sam Reid are leaving the Newsreader due to cast availabilities because they're so in demand. And that is not true.
No.
But what is true is that we've decided season 3 is the conclusion. But somehow...
Exclusive.
Well, now it's already out there, I'm sorry to say.
Podcast exclusive.
Yeah. But somehow, due to sources, that had morphed into... They were now, anyone Googling is not going to find this because we corrected that shit as fast as we possibly could.
I cannot believe how quickly these facts got corrected.
They
Honestly,
did.
there's
That's
a few
right.
people that need to get you on staff.
That's right. Fake election news has lingered for years now, but we corrected the story about the Newsreader.
The
ASAP.
article's saying that I fake my disability. Still out there, but don't worry, Michael had the article removed that may have indicated
All the
that
data is bleached.
his actors were choosing to not come back. It's gone. And how very fake news. How very dare.
It was fake news. Look, I'm still bent up. Em was it was really weird because I was upset.
Wait, before you get to this,
Yeah.
what was your biggest fear was that there would be a perception that the actors had said no more. And that's not the case. It was just everybody realised that this was the natural conclusion.
Yeah, it seemed like it wasn't planned. So the actors had said no more for us. that we were potentially going to continue on just without the two leads. Whereas in actual fact, we can now reveal always spoke about it as three and like absolutely went in talking about this as the last chapter. That was the truth. So basically it was like, oh, it was planned and chosen by me, and then it looked like it was foisted upon me, and it also not fair to them.
I guess the main question I have is who
would
fucking
care?
cares?
Well, me.
Content. It's content.
Honestly,
I care. And they would care. They don't want to look like they've killed the show.
I dropped my phone clicking the article open so hard because I'm like, oh my God, this must be outrageous. I was ready to rage for you. I was ready to go to battle. Where's my dragon? Where's my sword? We're burning it to the ground.
Yeah.
And I'm laying in bed like squinting with my eyes and I'm like, is he fucking kidding? Oh no, somebody's written an article saying that I've had such great foresight in choosing actors that they're now going on to massive international successes. Oh, how fucking dare they? Oh, I'm disgusted. My career's over. And you sent it to a person who has had articles saying she smokes in bed with her children.
I wasn't saying
she's
that.
Faking autism. What other articles? That she's volcanic. She's impossible to work with. She's a diva. And I'm reading this article going, this is the thing he wants me to get mad over?
Actually, no. I just said I wanted to clarify it on air.
Well, thank God.
Maybe there were some exclamation marks. Anyway, can I now? I know you'll cut it out anyway. Can I clarify?
I'm not cutting it.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, well, just FYI.
Wow, wait a minute. I feel like we need some, hang on. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, clarify. This is big, gang. This is a clarification. Let the record show. Let the record show. Go, clarify. Write down that number 2. Right down there. Very important.
That season 3 is the third and final concluding chapter of the Newsreader. I have put an asterisk saying that, maybe at some point in the future we could do something news-based, or even with some of the ensemble, like, for example, Rhonda, the singer that appeared in season 2. Who knows if she'll get a spin-off show, or... maybe Michelle Lim Davidson's character, Hunter Page Lachard's character. Who knows? But no, this is the designed and was designed to be as such. I'm sorry we weren't open about it. We were waiting for the right moment, and it has a little bit been foisted on us, but there we go. And,
thank God.
And part of why we're doing... Can I keep going?
Oh, yeah, sure.
We really love how we've ended every character in season 3. And it's very intentional.
Oh, my God, they all die.
They all die. It's the Red Wedding. And can I say one other thing?
You can say whatever you want. This show is yours.
The show's coming out at the start of 2025. It was originally said end of 2024. I know it seems like it's a big shift, but actually it's now just instead of the start of summer, it's later in the summer. And I think they decided they just wanted to start the new year with it rather than end the current year with it. So anyway, that's all I would like to say. I'm very calm about it. What a crisis.
I'm so glad you cleared the air. I mean, honestly, it's everywhere. It's all over the news.
Shut up!
Thank God. Feel better?
Honestly, no. But
can I tell you, we're not joking. The article has literally been changed.
Yeah.
Changed.
Yeah.
I like that. I enjoy that.
Ted, I had to engage 3 different lawyers to get the Daily Mail to retract an article that was just fucking not true. You did it in 2 hours.
Hi, gay.
Why wouldn't you apply that kind of power to say, oh, I don't know, your lifelong best friend's life? I mean, turn that might and spite upon the real villains.
I had a direct line to the publication. Can I just confirm? I don't know about the Daily Mail. That's Murdoch, isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to not speak now.
I don't have any connection to Murdoch. I just want to be clear. They totally look like, hey, Roops.
Okay, so I made a terrible life choice.
No, I wanted to talk about I've got a question for you about endings and beginnings and everything.
Oh, God, he's really
good.
cunning.
Connection.
I don't know.
Connections.
Segue.
I don't know if I like well-rested Michael. I don't think.
I know. I'm out of the shoot now.
He came prepared with questions this week.
Content.
Smiling.
Interrogation.
Okay, go. What's your question?
Well, it was the season finale of Anomalous.
Probably series finale, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Oh, no, you could say series isn't necessarily...
Over?
Yeah.
I think it's over, yeah.
But okay. Oh, spoiler alert. But the question that I had was, you said, and that concludes season 1 of Anomalous. Interesting choice of words. So
Yeah.
is there going to be a season 2? What are the chances?
At the time of recording, I thought I would want a season 2.
Yeah. What, now you're a desiccated husk of a person?
Now I'm a desiccated husk of a person. Anomalous was a massive labour of love, and by that I mean I paid for it all. And I'm only one small person. And if a big production company wanted to come on board and partner with me or
Crowdfunding?
I feel uncomfortable. Maybe, I don't know. It just took a lot out of me, and I don't know that I could make something. It was just right for that moment in time, you know? And I don't know what I would do in part 2. I do know now that I like documents.
Yeah. You'd gone
Documentaries.
full investigative journalist by the end.
Yeah, I do know that I enjoy making documentaries.
You were interviewing politicians.
Which I have a knack for. Autism don't see hierarchy, so talk to them like they're people. And who knows that, people, it comes across well.
Yeah.
But I do not for now. I've got the tour. I've got another kind of big project that will be getting announced toward the end of the year, which is going to take up a lot of time. So maybe, never say never. But it was pretty.
Can I just say both of us today have released statements saying never say never? Who are we?
And I would argue more people care about mine than yours, but that's okay.
I think people care about season 4 of the Newsreader. I do.
I think they do. You're right.
Yeah.
We can compare numbers
Retract
if you
that.
want.
Sure. I'd be comfortable comparing numbers. You really want to go there? We can compare numbers.
Viewership numbers.
I know your numbers. I know my numbers too. And I'll tell you right now, we're not far off.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Newsreader has more than in UK than Australia.
Oh, we can't count UK.
It's in 90 countries.
Australian numbers.
Really?
Yeah.
You're over 1.6 million?
Yeah, easily.
Really?
We've had 10 million streams. I could show you the stats. Oh, we're destroying you. We're destroying you at 1.1. I'll show you the stats. I'll fucking
Oh, no,
put it
I
over.
believe you.
Next.
Moving on. I made a terrible life choice.
It was intriguing. Can I just say it was not a decision that was made with any consultation? Not that I would expect it.
I didn't make it with anyone.
Yeah, it felt like a rogue move.
I haven't done anything like this in a long time. But the difference was that when I was about a day in, I realised the terrible mistake I'd made. And much like the lead character in Baby Reindeer, there were several times I could have made a different life choice and had things turn out better. But instead I kept walking towards the fucking doom that was waiting for me.
Are you implying
There's a headline.
that
This
craft
was-
markets
This
are
was-
like your
stalker.
stalker? Or are you stalking them is my real question.
No, this was Fashion Baby Reindeer.
It was, how I found out about it was it was soft because we were making plans for the weekend and you said.
In which I received the gayest text message I've ever received from Michael Lucas.
I can't even remember what it was.
Bitch, I've lost the keys to the electric car in the haberdashery store.
Hi, gay. Hi, gay. Hi, gay.
Fucking trifecta.
No, it was before that. You'd already said that you were busy on Sunday because you had a market stall. And preface this all by saying, for quite some time, we've been at sort of peak M. We've had like Anomalous, we've had like Outgrown, we've had the podcast in general, we've had just general parenting, just all sorts of life stuff, everything going on. It didn't feel like the kind of landscape where you would add an enormously time-intensive process to it. But for some reason, that's what had happened. And was the spark, I mean, I know you love markets. You've always loved markets.
Love
So there's a hyperfixation element that I'm sure was there. Romanticising.
It felt whimsical.
But did it also feel like it was going to like clear the decks or
Yes.
something?
It's exactly what So I was at home. It was a mess. The house was a mess. There was shit everywhere. And my mum had come, as we all know, to pull everything from the roof, but did not put it back. And then I saw on Instagram that my friend Lizzie, who was going to have a market store at the vintage market, and I'm like, she's done all the paperwork. She's arranged the space. She's got everything. I just have to show it with my clothes and some racks and sell it. That was in my mind. I'm like, I can get all this stuff out on my roof. Done. So it felt like a good cleansing decision until I found myself at Officeworks buying swing tags and then an actual tagging gun, a calculator, a cash box, clothing racks, brown paper bags in pastel colours for people to take away because we can't be having plastic as a sustainable market. Making sure I had the black flocked hangers that were all the same. And, I got into it. And initially, Michael, I thought that it was on Saturday and I decided to do the market on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. So I got to my mum's house and mum's like, no, it's on Sunday. And I was like, oh, my God, I've got a whole day, which now in hindsight.
Was not enough.
No.
So also, it was interesting that at some point as well, a secondary decision was made to heavily involve Jenny. And was that consensual or was it?
It was Jenny too, definitely not ADHD, but loved the idea of the market, the challenge, the getting it all done. And she came around on Saturday to help me do things, and about 5 p.m. called it a day.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Fair enough.
She helped.
Sure. Yes.
Would it also be fair to say that you were trying to hit standards that were, like, for example, at one point I remember you were posting something about you were dissatisfied with the particular smell of the clothes. Even though they were clean, they still smelled like they'd been in storage, so you're washing every single piece.
Febreze
Was that
smell.
strictly necessary?
No, nothing I did was necessary.
Right.
Because quite
Did
frankly,
you look at the array around you and think you'd maybe gone a little bit above and beyond everyone else?
I absolutely had set up like a Versace boutique compared to everyone else. Can I say the standards are fucking low and you should all take a good hard look at yourself.
Where was the market?
It was at Welcome to Thornbury. The big, it was all set up in there.
Oh, I could have popped on up.
You could have popped on up. I'm glad you didn't because Jenny was in full flight.
Well, actually, I would have enjoyed that.
You probably would
In fact,
have.
it probably would have been good for everyone because I could have distracted her a bit and some poor shoppers might have escaped the hard hustle.
It was bad. From the moment I decided to do it to the end, it was bad. And I was mad at myself, but I knew that I couldn't rock up and there was some people there with wire hangers with higgledy-piggledy like wetsuit hanging with like a ball gown next to it and a shirt and I was just like
A moon boot.
A moon boot. You walk around. I was walking around all the stalls. No one cared about the visual merchandising. No one gave a shit about hangers facing the same way. No one cared about the lighting or providing a seat to sit on if we're trying on shoes. Like there were no swing tags. Mine had style names.
Yeah.
And the brand, and they were beautifully written in matching purple textile to match the purple pastel bags I had. I had the aqua cash box to match the other bags I had. We had a sign stating all the brands I was selling. So I just feel like standards were low. Mine might have been a little too high and perhaps they might have been a middle ground. But then I also realised I could just become a professional market coach because I could really help some people sell.
Yeah.
Because they just don't get, you just got to make a few tweaks. And they could really move some product along. But it was just, I regret it so much. I'm still recovering. It was hell.
Not since you said, you know what, I think I want to go back to breakfast radio, have I felt in my stomach.
That's the same
instinct
I had all weekend. Like so I says, the fashion baby reindeer. Because I kept seeing my outs. I kept seeing the paths I could have walked down to end this misery. But instead I kept charging towards my, what's her name? What's the stalker's name?
Yeah. God, Jessica's the actress.
Can't
isn't
remember,
it?
but I kept going.
Martha! Fuck. We have a psychic connection.
Aligned.
It was Martha, and I kept barreling towards it. The market was Martha. Martha the market. And I just was eyes on the prize. And then we get there and we set up and I thought I was going to die. And my mum really took it quite seriously. She was upselling everything. When things didn't fit, she would say to people, don't worry about it.
It looked like she was sort of like making a beeline to people and sort of like luring them in.
And she was luring them into this weird, dark, dungeon-y place to try stuff on.
She would also change the price. Like when they went to buy it, she would add $20 on. Mum would call her out.
Inflation.
But the tag clearly would say $20 and she'd be like, oh, no, I think it was $40.
And literally something wouldn't fit a person and she'd be like, oh, no, it's good. It supports you. It's supportive. I'm like, no, it's just too tight, Mum.
That is, I respect it. Was it, I know you regret it, but was it successful on a baseline? Did you sell a lot of stuff?
Yeah, but
No, yeah, we sold the most stuff there, but we also were priced ridiculously too low for the brands we were selling.
Oh, I was pricing a jacket that cost me $300 that I wore once for $20.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a bone to pick though. At the very start, a store holder came over to us and bought a fabulous gold sequin suit. No, I'm mad. And we what did we sell it for? Like $30?
Yeah, it was a Torrance gold suit. It cost about $450. I wore it to 2 gigs.
It was incredible, right? And she comes over and she does this whole spiel about how she's going to wear it and it's going to bring her so much joy and blah, blah, blah. Then she takes it over to her store and we realise she's just going to sell it for whatever, triple the price. But she sold us this whole story that she was going to wear it and it's going to bring her love and joy. And I am so mad at her. And
That is wild.
She kept coming to our store and like cutting laps. And
That's
I was like, we're not selling anything else to her and I'm going to go buy it back from her.
wow.
Jella kept referring to this lady as the slut across the road. She was about 75. This
She
slut.
deserved it.
And to be fair, we're very pro senior citizens being
sluts.
sexually active. I know, exactly. May we all be sluts at 75.
From your lips to God's ears. So, look, Jenny was great. It was good having her there. She kept morale up. She entertained Lizzie and Diana, the other two comics that I was doing
I'm sure she did.
with.
They've got the next 2 shows sorted out.
We were going to get Mum on the phone, but I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
All right, fine. Call
come
her.
on. We love a Jenny check-in.
Oh, God. Okay.
She might not answer.
She might not answer. Although she did note Ben's number down last time. Do you remember? I'm
Oh, so she
noting
knows.
this number down.
yeah, so she's not caught unaware.
No, Jen was great. Jen came and cleaned my room yesterday, which
That's love.
kind. Oh, my room is disgusting. Look, Mum and I go through phases. Don't worry, it's up and down. Here we go.
It's a lofty
Our
heart at the
mums have
moment.
started hanging out too, which is
They
terrifying.
have. Well, they've always had the connection, but it feels like they're activated
No,
now.
now they're doing it.
Hi, you've reached
No.
the voicemail of Tony Raciano.
Maybe that's universally after me.
Reset.
Okay, anyway, that's it. I'm never doing it again.
Really?
I had the market experience.
You've done it?
happily coach people through it. And then everyone's like, oh, you sell us your market leftovers. It's like, I'm not. You want me to go to a post office, get a post bag, address it, put your stuff in there,
So many
actually sell it
stages.
as
No.
if.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
Emsolator suggested doing that, and they wrote out a whole plan, and then they were like, if you can't be bothered to do it, just get your offspring to do it. And a fat chance. I just want to
Careful,
say.
she'll call you a slut.
She will slut shame you.
We do actually have some pop culture news to discuss.
We do. It's grave.
It is grave. I received an email from my friend Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
And it was full of sad news on the J-Lo. Whenever I wake up to an on the J-Lo, it's
It's normally a wonderful event.
usually a good day.
She's getting married.
Yeah. She's
She's got a
releasing.
doco coming out.
Let me just.
Not
Are we
today.
going to watch that Atlas?
Oh my God, I've seen it.
Yeah. Her amazing hair
and
in
that's
space.
it. And that's my comment.
Oh,
She does a lot of crying where no tears
on
come
the
out.
J-Lo.
Oh, she needs a tear stick.
Here it is.
Yeah. You need to see it. It's so bad.
Here it is. So, here we go. On the 1st of June at 7:33 a.m., on the J-Lo appeared in my email box. Life is an art. Life is an art. Life is an art, like the art of life. Okay. It sounds like
There's
she's
an
saying.
art to living life.
It sounds like she's saying is an art. Like I did an art. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like
Yeah.
an art form.
Life is a work of art? No.
Life is
Yeah.
an art. ...
Yeah.
And we are all the artists. ...
She's so profound.
Make it
Always.
as beautiful as you want and create exactly what you want it to be. ... The J-Lo effect. That's the top of the email.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It goes on to say, representatives for Live Nation announced today that the Jennifer Lopez US Summer 2024 tour, This Is Me... live. God, she loves an ellipsis, doesn't she?
She
So
does.
do I, actually.
Me too.
Is cancelled, citing Jennifer is taking time off to be with her children, family, and close friends.
Not husband. Why doesn't it say that?
A special message to my J lovers.
Is
from
that what you
J-Lo.
call them?
Where the collective noun is J lovers.
Swifties, J lovers.
Not as catchy.
I know a few J lovers.
What are Kylie's?
Oh, joints.
But
Got it.
aren't Kylie's just lovers?
Oh, I don't know. What's the collective noun for a column?
No, because she sang all the lovers, and so when she tweets, she's like, "Hey, lovers." Blah, blah, blah. So I feel like J lovers. It's just getting. There's too much cross pollination there.
Yeah.
I'm completely heartsick. and devastated about letting you down. Please know that I wouldn't do this if I didn't feel that it was absolutely necessary. I promise I will make it up to you and we will all be together again. I love you all so much. Until next time. ... Jen.
Can I, as someone who's toured, can I ask you a couple of questions about this? Because, I mean, we all know, because it's been extensively reported on, and I do think we need to cover, has the fixation on this been because we'd like to see a strong woman fail?
That's how I feel a bit.
Yeah. But also, is it ever possible to, if you book a tour and it's not filling out the venues you want, it's too difficult to just sort of say, look, book smaller venues and shift it. It's too hard.
The thing is, once you pay for a venue hire, they've then held that arena for you on that night, therefore knocking back the chance of any other shows. You still have to pay the venue hire fee. So I don't know if now insurance can step in. I don't know exactly what goes into cancelling, but the ticket sales must have been pretty bad.
Well, I mean, in the extensive reporting, which I sort of feel bad for reading because it did feel like, let's just note exactly, you know, how poorly this woman has done, which sucked because she's a phenomenally successful entertainer. And also, it's famously this year tough times. Like last year there was a spending splurge.
Yep.
And this year everyone's gone, fuck, we spent too much last year and inflation's crazy. And so I'm pretty sure that even if Beyonce was doing Renaissance again this year, I mean, I'm not saying it would, of course it wouldn't be cancelled, but she wouldn't be selling at quite the manic rate she was.
Yeah, it's. I wish she had just said that in the statement. I wish she had just said ticket sales were down. I understand there's a cost of living crisis, so we're all going to have to figure this out together. I wish she had just said what it was, because it's weird that she said it's absolutely necessary and I'm choosing to spend time with my friends and family. It's a bit disingenuous to her fans.
Another thing that sucks about it, and this is why I feel bad for her, is that she had the Super Bowl, which was amazing, and she was meant to tour straight after that, but of course COVID happened. And I kind of feel like if COVID hadn't happened and she'd had the Super Bowl and then said, here's my world tour, it probably would have done really well. But also, J-Lo doesn't have as much of a history of touring as like Beyonce and Taylor and stuff like that. Like she has toured sometimes, but not here, I don't think. Has she ever toured here?
I don't think so.
No. And so it's not like her fans are used to, she's going on tour again. Like it's a...
Yeah, it was interesting the commitment they made, and she really banked everything on that This Is Me Now album and the doco. And I keep thinking about what Jane Fonda said to her in the makeup chair, and she kept saying...
Jane knew.
She knew. Why are you doing this? Why are you shoving your love in everyone's faces? Why are you putting all of this out there? You don't have to. You don't owe them that. And Jen's like, it's okay. I know what I'm doing. Because I don't know what's going on with the marriage. Hard to speculate. They've been putting on a very conspicuous united front, seen out together everywhere, laughing. It seems, it's not like, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. I feel for J-Lo. I do think you're right. There is this stacks on strong woman failing. You know, how dare she even be so audacious to back herself? It does feel a bit yuck the way it's being covered. I hope she's okay. I genuinely think she's amazing at what she does. I think she's an incredible businesswoman. Her movies are doing well.
Yeah, on Netflix.
That movie,
Mother movie was the biggest thing on Netflix that year.
Atlas is the #1 movie at the moment on Netflix. So I think it's not all doom and gloom. But I will tell you, as a performer, to take that many hits in a row...
Oh, it sucks. And there is nothing... I mean, I've only... back when I used to write plays, that panic of like looking at ticket sales and like hoping against hope.
I'm in the middle of that right now.
I know. It's
my
like,
opening night is so grim. I don't know what I'm going to do. QPAC the next night, this huge theatre in Brisbane, is just about sold out.
What, apparently one of the articles said that her like LA and New York concerts were fine. Like there was no problem there. It was the other smaller cities.
Yeah, I'm finding the same. For me, Toowoomba and Gold Coast are disasters. I've never experienced anything like this. And I think, when my shows went back on sale back the last time I kind of went on a run, I would sell out in a week. Every show around the country in a day, 2017.
But also, but like one of the legacies of COVID was you don't book as far in advance because we just got used to the idea of you never know what'll happen. So when you're booking for something, you're more likely.
Can't survive.
I know. Oh no, I'm not defending
and
it. But
what the public don't realise is if they're hedging their bets and they're waiting until a week before the gigs if the artist can't count on the income, the gig mightn't go ahead, or that artist won't tour again. You're actually going to rip yourself off of the artist in the future. So if you're planning on going to a show and you can afford to buy the tickets when they go on sale, fucking buy the tickets. But I'm checking ticket sales every 3 days. We get the numbers. And I'm fighting very hard for every single ticket in some of the smaller venues, definitely. And I appreciate, and I've really tried to price my tickets because I've seen what some other people are charging for tickets.
We've seen the way you run a market stall.
Yeah, like I'm aware of the cost of living, but I'm also aware that I'm putting on a fucking amazing show. You're getting music and puppets and lighting, and you're getting a whole experience. It's not just me on stage with a stool talking about how I can't get a girlfriend.
Confirm there are puppets. I think that is an exclusive the first time you've said it.
No,
publicly.
I've talked about puppets. But I think you don't just come. I'm not just a stand-up.
Yeah.
And I'm also making sure I'm charging. There's $50 tickets to my show, for example.
Yeah.
And for me to be able to afford to tour a 16-date show by myself with no production company. So when I see people kind of ha-haing at JLo, I'm like, fuck off.
I know.
We got you through COVID. Artists got you through. Creators, who were you turning to? And
Shotgun Wedding got me through.
totally.
No,
But
Hustlers did though.
I wish JLo, I hope she's okay. I can only imagine the kind of hit this would feel like. But
And also, she's in peak fucking dancing form. She's fit as hell.
Yeah.
She's now in her mid-50s and everything like that. You want to get out there and...
Can't she just do a Vegas residency?
She's done that once,
she
hasn't
has.
she? Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Like, I mean...
But she's got this, I'm telling you.
I think you would have
she's got a whole
watched...
show shelved now.
Yeah.
Choreography, costumes, dancers, band, arrangements, lighting, everything, pyro. That's now just, not happening?
I know.
Why didn't she just do the LA? Just do one big LA. Why didn't she just do the big shows? I don't understand why the whole thing, it feels like she's just gone, nah, and I get it. Fuck you all. You've let me down. I'm going to lick my wounds. And I don't judge her.
Apparently her and her team were holding out hope and continuing with rehearsals and everything longer. I think it was more that someone tapped her on the shoulder and said, we're not live now. Like, I think if sources, which I'm never very skeptical of, are to be believed, she was staying the course as long as she possibly could.
Poor darling. We wish you well, JLo. I hope that my next email on the JLo has more positive news.
And look, we wouldn't fly probably over for that concert, but should she too here, we'd be there, wouldn't we?
And I do unicorn. Yes. Would we? Yes.
I told you that I'm ready for Kylie.
Yeah, I am. Magical Unicorn of Death does predict we will be getting another press release in the next few weeks as well.
What? About what?
I don't think that marriage is okay. I don't think so. You know what I say to her, girl? Clean break. Clean break. Because he will forever remind you of that whole...
That was weird. I was like, who's
clean
Blake?
break. Clean break, girl.
You know what I always say?
Yeah. Speaking of puppets,
break.
just 1 second, I did watch Jim Henson.
Oh, me too.
Cried. Yeah. It was so emotional.
Jim Henson documentary.
We're the perfect age, I think.
I just want to say I am the winner of loving the Muppets and Fraggle Rock and Labyrinth and Dark
Sesame
Crystal
Street?
and Sesame. I'm the winner. No one loves them more than I did because you don't understand. They were my...
Okay, I'll grant you that, but can I at least have that no one loved Miss Piggy as much as me?
My mother is Miss Piggy, so... You're right. No, Miss Piggy, that whole...
I had a little Miss Piggy doll.
Kermit.
It was a very early sign.
Oh.
That is so right. We didn't know each other at that time. When I was like 3 years old, I loved Miss Piggy.
And some would argue Kermit Miss Piggy, so...
I love that character. And they describe the genesis of Miss Piggy. And, oh, man. But every single time. And then I had, like, Rainbow Connection played at my wedding.
No.
It was just like, and it's not even like a particularly, I mean, obviously he died young. That's not a spoiler alert. Everyone knows it. But it was, God, it was emotional watching that.
As soon as Rainbow Connection started playing, I started sobbing. It was embarrassing because everyone else is in the room and I was just sitting there, I put my hood on and I was just like...
Oh, and it's not easy being green. And have Rita Moreno saying everyone knows what that song really means. And, oh, my God.
And he was such... And also you see all the neurodivergence. You see it. You're not being able to make eye contact, not liking dealing with people, creating the puppets.
Yes.
You know, like all of the...
Not going to the doctor. I mean, I'm not saying that's a
The
neurodivergent tendency.
hyperfixations. Yeah, the working just completely... He was truly He was so magical. And I didn't realize how much those shows meant to me.
And
until now.
I know, and how happy I am because it was pre-existing before we came along. It was just the world we moved into, but it just made me realize I feel so lucky that my childhood was dominated.
Same.
And also, when you look back on it now, like everyone fucking goes on about, everything's woke and everything. If you go back and look at what Sesame Street was, it was the biggest celebration of like
cultural diversity.
Yeah, and it was just so good to have that all throughout our childhood.
So
and we were aging at just the right time because we were just ready for Dark Crystal and just ready for Labyrinth, and I wish he'd kept going.
I know. 54, he died. And it was so sad when Frank Oz said, that's the last time I spoke to him, I broke down.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved him. So if you were into all of those shows, I can't imagine. If you're our age and you listen to us, I feel like you have to be a Jim Henson fan.
Even like, it's just amazing. Like Stadler and Waldorf, like that's a reference that I refer to. Just like it's just so much a part of.
Same. And I didn't realise the Muppets was made exclusively in England.
In London, I know.
I didn't know.
No, I didn't know that either. Although I did notice that they, in retrospect, they did have a lot of British stars on it. Like, but obviously Hollywood stars too.
Yeah. No, I know. So,
and that bit of that little girl going when she kept on calling out Cookie Monster, and then it ends with her going, "Oh my God, that one got me too." I started crying basically at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I could cry now.
Oh, I could cry now too. Oh my God. It's on Disney if you want to watch it. We're heading into sealed section now because there's a very important video that has gone viral of
it's old news now, but we can't not do it. It's absolutely.
And I just want to say, at least 25 Emsolators sent it to me. So I love that Baz Luhrmann is on brand for us. It feels right. It feels exciting. Are you okay? Are you emotional?
I was, yeah.
He really is. Oh no, don't get me sad. Is it? Yeah. So we're going to go and do an okay stop on the TikToker who came across Baz Luhrmann on the street, didn't realise who he was, and was just vox popping about dating.
Yeah.
And it's
amazing.
It's a piece of art.
It's a masterpiece.
It is a piece of art that Michael and I are going to
The editing choices as well.
Okay, stop on.
Yeah.
That's coming up next. We're not going to be here next week or the week after for main eps. Michael is getting his hip replaced. I'm getting major dental work.
It's pushed back though.
What?
Yeah. Oh, it's annoying. It's pushed back to the start of July.
You didn't tell me that.
Yes, I know. It's annoying.
Well, I'm getting major dental work.
Are you?
Yes, and I have a tour to put on. So I'm taking the next 2 weeks off.
Oh, okay.
Main emsolation, but sealed section and AMA will continue to go out. Sorry, you're just finding this out now. So we'll be hearing you in a couple weeks, but I might pop something else out. I maybe put Anomalous or something on the channel. I'll see. I'll let you all know. But right now we're heading into sealed section where we're going to do an okay stop on Baz Luhrmann being asked about his dating life.
To enjoy today's sealed section of Emsolation, upgrade your experience and join the Extra family with our premium service, Emsolation Extra. You get 2 bonus episodes direct to your favourite podcast app every week in an exclusive feed, as well as an Ask Me Anything where Em and Michael answer your questions. There's over 70 other episodes awaiting you already, plus you'll also get Instagram close friends access, ticket pre-sales, merch discounts, and heaps more. Help Em keep this independent neurodivergent business alive by supporting us for less than $2 a week on our yearly plan or less than $2.50 a week on our monthly plan. Just sign up at emsolation.supercast.com now. Emsolation is recorded at Down the Hill Studios, hosted by Em Rossiano with Michael Lucas. Executive produced by Benjamin Wasley, produced by Em Rossiano. Edited by Ezekiel Fenn and videos by James Henderson. Socials by Benjamin Wasley, Em Rossiano and Marcella Rossiano Barrow, with assistance from Jem Evans and Isabella Hines. Follow us on Instagram at Emsolation Podcast, or you'll find a link in our bio so you can sign up for our weekly newsletter, join other Emsolators at the Emsolation Group on Facebook, follow our YouTube and TikTok channels, and so much more. Help us out by sharing Emsolation with your friends, give us a 5-star rating, and make sure you're following us by hitting the follow button on your favourite podcast app. Thanks for listening and or watching this week's episode, and we can't wait to chat with you again soon.